Georgia Hall. Charlie's making her 4th consecutive appearance in the Solheim Cup, has played 11 matches and 7.5 points. Georgia's making her 2nd appearance and earned 2 points for Team Europe last time. Charlie, you were a rookie back in 2013, the last time Europe won. What have you learned since then, and how has the Solheim Cup grown?
Yes, I remember my first one, it was pretty big in Colorado. And I didn't really know what I was expecting, so I didn't really feel as much pressure. But the more you get used to it, the more you understand how big it is.
Okay, Georgia, you were a rookie last time. How much have you learned, and how do you think that experience will help you this time?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is my first Solheim on home soil, and I've seen the first 2 stands. I was much bigger already than last time I played, and just amazing memories from last time, and we have a great team this year.
Cool. And how is Glen Eagles set up for you, and how do you like the course? I heard you were playing really well in practice.
I really like it. It's playing quite long, so I like that because I feel like I'm hitting my irons pretty good this week, and you're coming in with a lot of long irons, and even I'm coming in with some rescuers and stuff, so it's playing pretty long.
And Georgia, are you enjoying playing the course again? You're here for the European Team Championships.
Yeah, it's an amazing venue. Like Charlie said, the course is actually pretty long. It's playing very wet as well at the moment, so even coming in with woods into par 4s, so it's quite a different play for us, but exciting. But the greens are rolling pretty quick actually, and not too wet, so it's good.
It's been a busy time. Charlie, can you tell us about your preparation coming here? And how are you feeling?
I had like 4 busy weeks. I played Evians, British, Scottish, and then I played in Ireland, and then I decided to take 3 weeks off and rest up and just do a lot of practice and sharpen my game. Felt like I was playing quite steady over the last few weeks, so I'm feeling good for this week and really looking forward to it. I feel like this year it's not as easy of a golf course as the last previous years, so there probably won't be as many birdies, but then you have 2 drivable par 4s as well, so it just all depends on the weather.
What's your mindset, Georgia, going into the tournament?
I'm pretty confident. We have a great team. We're all bonding really well, getting on really well. We have a mix of different players as well, a few rookies. And I think, the course suits us. The weather, I'm not sure what that's going to be like, but it's always good fun playing in these conditions.
Okay, great. We'll open up for questions. If you have a question, yep, and over here, thank you.
Georgia, how much do you feel that playing on Scottish soil can be an advantage for the European team to get you that victory this time?
I don't think we're afraid of bad weather. So we're used to playing in the wind quite a lot. Like I said, it's quite wet. We'll have that home crowd, which is massive, especially on the first tee, all cheering for Europe. And we have a Scottish captain, so we have the full package.
Yeah, Louise?
Daniel Kang was saying she doesn't know whether what to expect on the first tee. She's assuming they'll all be cheering for you, but she says she doesn't mind if she gets booed. Now, what kind of a reception do you think that the Americans are going to get on the first tee?
I think they're going to get a warm welcome because never really ever experienced booing before. I remember actually once in my first ever Solheim Cup in 2013, but I've never really heard booing. Everyone's pretty fair to me, and especially over here, home of golf, I feel like everyone will be respectful.
I don't think there'll be any booing. Scottish people as well are very respectful, and they'll treat the Americans with respect like they deserve, and if someone hits a good shot, I'm sure they'll cheer for them. I think it'll be fine.
You've both just said that the course is playing long. Do you think that plays into your hands, or do you think it plays into the Americans' hands?
I don't know. I don't really feel like it plays into anyone's hands. Usually it would play into the Americans' hands, but
I don't think the Americans are particularly long. I mean, you've got Lexi, but I think the others are pretty average, I think. We've got Anne, who's very long, Suzanne's pretty long, Charlie, and we don't really have many short hitters in our team, so I think it's pretty fair.
So it would be fair to say it probably edges you guys a little bit?
I think it's pretty even, to be fair. Yeah,
even.
I'd say it's pretty even.
Thank you.
Can both of you guys talk about Bronte and what her personality is like and how it translates to team events like this and match play?
I'll let you go ahead.
Sorry, how does Bronte's personality?
Translate to team events and match play.
Yeah, she's a very bubbly person, always laughing. It's always nice to have in the team room. Always got something to joke about. And she's incredibly feisty. You saw when she won on the LPGA earlier this year, she was fist pumping all the time. So I think this week especially, you get double the amount, and she's great to have on our team.
Yeah, no, she's quite funny. We've known her since junior golf.
Yeah, like 10, I think.
Yeah. So she's always up for a good laugh.
Sorry, can I add one more? Sorry. Do you guys have any stories about her from when she was in junior golf? Anything that sticks out where you're like, wow, she's a great player, a great feisty player?
She's just very feisty mentally, and also she does like to walk some putts in, I think.
Yeah, she does, yeah.
So she might be doing that a lot this week, but that's always nice.
Yeah.
Georgia, I know the weather's not been great this week, but does it not feel tropical compared to when you were here for the European Championships last summer?
Yeah, when I was here last year, it just rained constantly. So we haven't had that yet, but we have plenty of waterproofs and towels with us, and I don't mind bad weather. I think that will suit us anyway.
How useful have you found that playing the experience last year already this week?
Yeah, obviously I know the course. I played it probably 5-6 times last year, so I know it quite well. The greens are a little bit quicker this week, better conditions, so that's always nice. But yeah, I know kind of where to place the ball, and it's quite a long golf course, like we said, so I think that's very important.
This golf course is widely known as a great match play venue. What do you all think makes it good for that style of competition?
I don't know, really. It'll obviously play different for the men because they hit a lot further than us, and the course is very wet, but I just think it's a great place to be. It's kind of an American-style golf course, but then you look around and you're in Scotland, so it's quite a fun golf course to play. And you can make some birdies because the greens are such in good condition. Like if you hit a good putt, they're going to go in. And then you've got some holes where definitely birdie holes, like 11, 10, 9. Around that little loop there is some birdie holes, and it's good because you got to get off to a fast start because the start is quite tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite important. Second's par 5, and 18's a very interesting hole. Hopefully we don't get to 18, but the green's very interesting. So I think you've got to put the ball, very important to put that on the green in the right position.
Just a follow on that, Georgia, you said that they're rolling fast. You have any idea on the stump what they would be?
I think I'm like 10.5, 10.5 at the moment, I think.
Matt, sorry.
Charlie, Aussie sort of finds golf quite peculiar, the fact that there's no peaks that you head towards, and this week's a bit more like what he's used to. Have you chatted to him about the business of head-to-head golf compared to the MMA?
Sorry, I couldn't hear the last bit the wind got up.
I'm just interested if you and Aussie have chatted about how this week's more similar to the sort of sporting experiences he has.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. It's more... I would say this is more like a football match on the first tee, the crowd and everything, and yeah, he just says you've got to go out there with a strong mindset. If he was a golfer, I think he'd be good at match play.
And do you think it'll actually be a more rewarding experience for him watching it, in that he'll see that head-to-head element?
Yeah, definitely. He hasn't watched... I think he's only ever watched one match play tournament before, so I think it's good. And I think for people who aren't golfers, to come and watch a match play event is a lot more interesting for them, I think.
Ladies, you both played starring roles in your rookie appearances in the Solheim Cup. Does that make you extra wary of the 6 rookies on the American team this week and what they could achieve? And maybe they'll look to your performances as inspiration?
The USA have got a lot of rookies, a lot of them. But I think it all depends on the person, of how well you do, and match play is very different to what we're used to playing. So I don't know. we treat every player the same, whether rookie or not. They deserve to be there. They've played good golf to get in the team. So we'll just, play the best golf we can.
Oh, yeah, Derek.
Charlie, as this week's got closer and next week's got closer, how's it been trying to juggle the two things? And does it take pressure off each of them having the other one, if you know what I mean?
I've just kind of left the wedding all to him, to be fair. I said what I want, and hopefully I've just let him deal with it all. But yeah, it does. But I've been looking forward to this event for a long time because it's in home soil, and I've never really played on it. I've played obviously in Europe, but not really in Great Britain. So I'm looking forward to it, and then I'm looking forward to next week as well.
Is it Sam Torrance at the back?
Georgia, your captain Katrina said that winning this week would mean more to her than winning the British Open. Does that inspire you as an Open champion about how much this means to her?
Wow, it must mean the most that she wants anything in life then. So, no, I mean, she's an incredible captain, has been incredible so far, and, as players, we're all going to do the best for ourselves, and especially for her, being at home, I think it's very special to be in Scotland. So, yeah, I mean, we'll do our best, but I think we're very confident. I think we've got one of the best teams we've had in a long time.
Georgia, this is a follow-up that was sent in. You're bidding to stop a United States hat-trick. Where would halting that hat-trick and winning the Solheim Cup rank in your career compared to your Open victory?
Oh, definitely just behind the British. I don't... Yeah, Solheim's very, very important to me. It's, I had one of the best weeks of my career, my rookie appearance. So stopping Julie, get the 3 out of 3, I think it's very important for us, especially.
Okay, any more? Yeah, question at the back.
I just wonder if both of you could give us some words to describe what the relationship is like within the team behind the scenes, whether it's intense, whether it's full on, whether it's very relaxed. How does that feel at the moment?
I think it's quite relaxed, to be fair. Like, we all get on. There's no one in the team that clashes. Yeah,
no one left out. We're all like a little family, really. We all kind of, like when it's time, to go to bed, we don't all rush and go to bed. We all chat and laugh all the time. And we've got some really great personalities in the team, so it's good fun.
Yeah, it's nice. It's good.
Yes, Phil?
Question for both of you. Charlie, you won in Abu Dhabi you won in Abu Dhabi in January, and Georgia's only top 10 this season came in January, but perhaps not the best form you've been in since. Are there any concerns with your form heading into this week, or does the special Solheim Cup atmosphere mean that kind of thing goes out the window?
Yeah, I mean, you can't have a fantastic year every year, but I've played a lot of consistent golf maybe the past 2 or 3 months. I thought I'd done pretty good at the British and Evian, Scottish, so, I've had a week off last week, practiced quite a lot, and Solheim's completely different to every other event, and, it's much more mental, and I think people's games, and you see shots that you've never seen hit before in Solheim Cup, so...
Yeah, Matt.
Charlie, just a quick one. Have you had a hen party?
Yeah, I had one at the weekend.
The weekend just gone?
Yeah, just at my house, like a tea party, because I didn't fancy going nowhere, because I'm not really into partying anymore.
Right.
Okay. Any more questions, or are we happy to wrap up? All right, well, thank you very much for your time and best of luck this week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.